Hello friends, I'm Cornelius Ambia and today I'm joined by Churchill Malimo, who is the Executive Secretary of FWCC Africa section. He's going to tell us what he does for the section and the joy and the energy that keeps him going working for the Quakers in Africa. Welcome.
Thank you.
And my first question to him is, tell us something a little bit about yourself.
Well, I don't know where to begin, but let me begin by saying I'm Churchill Malimo, a committed Quaker man. I think I'm not too young and basically not too old. Well, not very educated, not too good looking, not rich, not poor. Sometimes very shy, especially before strangers and when I'm asked to undertake some challenging assignments. And of course, tears easily roll down my cheeks when I feel misunderstood. However, one indisputable fact about me is that I'm available. If anyone doubts that fact, I can help the unbelief by helping them know that I am available to my wife. I'm available to my teenage daughter and my teenage son. I'm available to members of Donholm monthly meeting, where I serve as one of the pastors to a small congregation of just about 400 members. I'm available to those few Quakers located in different corners of Africa. We told you about 500,000 people. Some worship in silence, some are international members, others sing, dance, and listen to sermons that normally take a short time of about an hour or so. We have Quakers who also go out to preach to people in the streets and in the marketplaces and on public transport commuters. And then I'm available to travel in ministry locally and internationally. Last but not least, I'm available to do this presentation, as you can see now. That then is who Churchill Malimo really is.
And what motivates you in working for the FWCC Africa section as the Executive Secretary?
That's a good question indeed. In a nutshell, I can say it's the Spirit of God. Just to qualify that, from the description of who Churchill is, you may have concluded that I'm not the best material in the market by all standards. What I mean is that out of the over 600,000 Quakers, I can't claim to be the best qualified to do this job. I am sure if we have a parade of the potential candidates for this position, I will never be found anywhere near the front ranks of that parade. I'm therefore confident that I'm in this position because God has allowed it, and that is why I sometimes refer to myself as a candle in the wind. Meaning, yes, I'm weak and serving under very challenging circumstances, but by the help of the Spirit, I still emit some light.
The theme for the forthcoming section's annual conference is Stop Crying, God has a Solution. And I'm just wondering, what was the inspiration behind this theme?
It is not a secret that Africa is a continent of problems. Talk of drought, political instability, life precedents, corruption, marginalizations, inequality, where in the same country you find 10 millionaires controlling what would be enough for 40 million poor people. Archaic cultural practices like female genital mutilation and wife inheritance, a form of Christianity that is 1 inch deep and 100 miles wide, very cosmetic to say the least, and lack of access to basic human needs like healthy food, clean drinking water, fresh air, and decent shelter. The condition of the Quaker Church, especially in Kenya, where the majority of the Quakers are found, is no different at all. We continue to witness conflicts brought about by selfish interests of those who lust for church leadership and are ready to get there by all means, good and bad. We have a general leadership crisis. We also have some historical injustices which have never been addressed over the years. In other words, the continent is bleeding and its inhabitants are crying. Currently, FWCC Africa section, represented by the clerk Joshua Lilande and me, Churchill Malimo. FUM Africa Ministries, represented by Assistant Clerk Churchill Kibisu, Africa Ministries Director John Mohanji, the General Secretary Colin Saxton, Recording Clerk Joy Kelemba, and the Vice President Quaker Men International George Namiti have formed a team that is going round yearly meetings seeking to understand some of these issues with a view of finding out solutions together. It is a very expensive exercise given the limitations of resources and the expansive area that we have to cover. During the triennial, we shall be reporting the progress that we have made so far to encourage friends to see how they can participate in this process to bring healing and to nurture the unity of the church, and also to pray to God to help us be successful in this challenging mission. As we share these things, we believe the rest of the friends from elsewhere in Africa will also learn that they can do something in their own circumstances. And of course, this team would wish to move beyond Kenya when need be, if resources are available. Indeed, the triennial is an excellent opportunity for us to meet and engage one another as family. Yet it is likely that we may miss good representation of friends from Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, DRC Congo, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, just to mention but a few, who may be hindered to come because of lack of funds. This is where we appeal for donations from well-wishers who can sponsor friends, or who can sponsor a friend or friends to be part of this important event.
What is the section's agenda for the young friends in Africa?
Well, creating a living community, creating a living ministry, communities for the young friends is a message that was strong in Pisa. In view of this, we have taken the agenda of the young friends very seriously. We have now hired a young friend for the next 2 years who will deal with IT matters and coordinate young friends' activities in Africa. We believe this will help us build a strong movement of young friends which will take the Quaker Church in Africa to the next level. As the section secretary, I have to offer support and guidance in the right direction as we anticipate positive outcomes. As an initial step forward, the Young Friends Coordinator is planning for a section Young Friends Conference in August this year. With my blessings and prayers, we look forward towards a successful event. We have several young friends who knock at our office doors seeking study support, or if we can link them up with any Quaker scholarship support groups. We pray that through this section office, we can be able to support young friends to realize their dreams and ambitions in life. Most young friends have no understanding of FWCC. The Young Friends Coordinator is planning to visit yearly meetings and meet the leadership of the Young Friends program. However, the financial implication can limit the frequency of visits, but this would be one creative way of enlightening young friends in the section on FWCC and what it does.
How is the section connecting friends in Africa with the rest of the friends in the world community of Quakers?
Good. We have tried to reach out to friends through gatherings and common activities like the World Quaker Day, just to make the people appreciate and feel a sense of ownership in FWCC family. The choice of Esther Mombo from Kenya to deliver the Swatmo lecture last year, the nomination of Charles Berahino of Burundi to CUNO Geneva, and the opportunity that was granted to Daniel Ossi of Lesotho to attend the CUNO's summer school in Geneva are examples of linking African friends with the friends in the world. We do appreciate different partnerships that some meetings in Britain are formed with meetings in Africa, although the section is yet to have a database of these programs with a view of offering some oversight support. We encourage friends to appreciate the existence of the section by bringing us up to speed with their engagements in the larger Africa. Most friends in the section are passionate about traveling in the ministry, for they feel called and led to spread the word and message of hope to those who hunger for the word. It would be of greater value if friends feel led to support this call for the travel in ministry in the section and in other sections as well. For instance, I would be happy to know where CUNO offices are, have an understanding of what they do, and confidently share the same with friends in the section and how they can be involved in supporting the work of CUNO.
What are your concluding remarks?
Well, I'm deeply grateful to Quaker Africa Interest Group for this worthy initiative. I want to appeal to friends not to get tired, to support us. I have already said I am weak, and this is not just in the spiritual sense, but in the literal sense as well. I haven't traveled in ministry, especially beyond Kenya, as much as would be necessary because of the budgetary constraints. Even locally, I have a ministry vehicle which can take me very far in the rural Kenya. A vehicle that can endure our bad roads will be a dream that we shall continue to nurture. Another great dream we have is that of having a secretariat for the section. We do hope that one of these good days, this will come to pass. I will be happy to answer any questions arising from this presentation through mail. So friends, be the hope we all desire in the world. Keep creating smiles.
And now do you say that God is working through African friends?
African friends are on the path to spiritual revolution. In Kenya, for instance, friends are putting up modern churches. Great level of maturity is displayed during the nominations of new leaders, and the transitions are smooth. God is maturing friends. The Quaker peace work is at its peak. Friends are actively involved in the care and concern for the well-being of our communities.
Well, thank you friends for watching this video. It was a great pleasure talking to Churchill Malimo, the Executive Secretary of FWCC Africa Section. And I really want to appreciate friends, and my parting shot will be that keep on supporting friends in Africa and the peace work that Friends do in Africa.
Thank you.